Hey guys, I'm BM Smiley, Real Steel Rodents. I don't care what you want to call me, but we got a doozy for this one today. Stonebox is dead, but I know how to fix it. Some of you may be wondering, what is Stonebox? Well, I'll explain it to you. If you already know what Stonebox is, you can skip to this timestamp. Stonebox is a semi-anarchy Minecraft server where every block from bedrock to height limit is stone, and the only way to get resources besides stone is from these command block generators, or gens for short. And since there's usually only one gen per resource, and players are greedy, oftentimes they have to create teams to defend their core resource that their economy is based around. For instance, the team that finds the gold gen first might be able to get villagers the quickest due to golden apples. Or what about the people who found the emerald gen? They have all the currency that the gold people need. And what about the redstone gen? They can make traps, they can make giant redstone farms, and they can help defend the emerald people and the gold people. And you can kind of see how quickly teams can develop, and alliances can form, and searches for specific gens can arise. That is the thought that Stonebox was created upon, and that's exactly how it should have stayed. But at what point does a game stray so far from its core experience that it's just not the same game anymore? Because when you take away all the adjectives that could describe the server as a whole, semi-anarchy, faction, server, at its core, Stonebox is a social experiment. And right now, there's no social part of Stonebox. People come to Stonebox off of all of the media because they see wars happening, they see alliances, they see peace talks, they see people finding gens and just be amazed at the fact that all of this can exist in a Minecraft server where everything is stone. People see that and they're intrigued because they want to be a part of it. So now that we know why people join Stonebox, we need to break down why they're not joining or why they've stopped joining. And I'm going to break down every level of this problem because it really is a chain. It's a chain that has kept getting longer and longer and longer for 5-6 months, and nobody is seeing that. It always bothers me whenever I see someone complain about the server being dead and then put all of the blame on the staff, but specifically the media team, which is where the first link of the chain starts. And I say first link of the chain because it's the one that everyone talks about. It's the one that everyone thinks that if they start doing things, it'll solve everything, which is true, but here's why they can't. Stonebox has been struggling to push out content, not because they're incompetent, but because there's nothing to cover. And it's not because there's nobody that plays the server, because we had the same problem when there was 50, 60 active players on at a time. There's nothing to cover because nobody interacts with each other. If you scroll back on the original Stonebox Instagram account, and even the TikTok, you will see how much action was happening almost every single day. And that begs the question, what changed? And the answer is player geography. For those that were pre-server, think of how close all of your bases were to your rivals. Probably 1,000 to 2,000 blocks at the most. Really nothing crazy at all. But now imagine the late post server, like right before Stonebox 3 started. Think of where your base was. Probably more than 100,000 blocks out. Sometimes, you might have been 8 million blocks out, like the Syndicate. And let's say, we're gonna be generous, and at the most, a typical Stonebox 2 pre-server base was probably around 3,000 blocks out at the most from their opponents. And at the end of Stonebox 2, the average major team base was around 500,000 at the least. So what the fuck caused this almost 17,000% increase in distance from each other? And I know this is gonna be a super huge hot take, but it is true. And I'm sick of pretending that it's not, and I'm sick of pretending like it's a good thing for this server. The biggest problem that is causing this whole chain links of events to transpire in the first place is the concept of trading. Wait. Before y'all leave a nasty ass hate comment or click off the video or unsubscribe or leave a dislike or whatever the fuck, let me explain what I mean. For the first month of trading being implemented, there was no trade distance. It wasn't even being talked about, and it gave players too much freedom. There's no gens out there. Past like 20K maybe? On Stonebox 2, there was no gens except like the diamond gen. So what players would do is make an alt account at all of the bases that had a gen in them that was important, log out, and then they would move on their main account hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of blocks away. And they would just log on and all, trade them whatever resource they needed, and then suddenly they don't have to go anywhere. They can be perfectly safe and not move. And the whole point of the server is social interaction and team building and political issues or political gains. And how are you going to have any kind of conflict that's not internal if you're not able to communicate with any other team? And this issue just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled and spiraled to the point where there was a time when people were like in the server chanting, like demanding TPA and demanding access to a /home command. Like, come on guys, this is Stonebox. Like, no, you're not gonna get a /home command. And there was a point when they realized this problem and tried reversing it, but the community just straight up started revolting. I don't even know. And the reason why it would have been such a big problem is because it was so sudden, and every single team already had their major base hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, even millions of blocks out. And removing it would have killed the server, killed it right then and there. Nobody would be playing. And this road of entitlement leads us to where we are today. The media team cannot make videos on this server. They can't make videos because there's nothing to cover. There's nothing to cover because no one plays. And why does nobody play? Because they're so safe far out that they just get bored. There's no conflict. There's no events happening because they're so comfortable living like at the world border that there's no reason to play. Why would they? They're safe. They're probably rich. They have all the things that they could want. And yet, they still don't think they have enough. They've had limitless trading, still do have limitless trading. They're trying to get TPA. And then they almost got TPA and they're already asking for a /home command. And I'm not gonna act all high and mighty and be like, oh, I never wanted trading. I fucking love trading. Trading was like my favorite thing that got added, but I got comfortable with it, moved literally like 3-4 million blocks out from spawn, and I sat there for 5 months and was never visited a single time. Not once in those months did I leave my base, even go on an alt account, unless it's at a gen. I didn't leave for anything. And then the union got banned, my team became number 1 on the leaderboard, and then I quit. And I quit because I was so burnt out. There's nothing to do, and I spent so much time on the server. I felt so like heartbroken. I felt so heartbroken that there's like nothing that happens because I made it that way. But I can't just go back to spawn. I can't just go back and make a new base that's like 5,000 blocks out because I have all my gear. I have everything. I can't risk that. So then how do we fix it? Because that is all I care about. As an ex-Stonebox player, that is all I care about. I want to see this server thrive. I want to occasionally see this on my For You page on TikTok. I want to see this thing reach 250 players again. I want the best for this server. So without further ado, here's my plan. First step, give everybody a warning that the server is going to be reset. Doesn't have to be immediate, but maybe like February, start of February, we'll say February 1st. February 1st, the server will be reset. And I would say just remove the trade plugin when the server resets, but nobody's gonna like that because as I said, people have grown to expect that from Stonebox. So my solution is to just reduce the trade distance to maybe 1,000 blocks. It solves the problem of an alt account just trading all of the gen resources to another player. It should solve the problem of people making bases hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousand blocks out. And most importantly, it should bring back that early post-server Stonebox feel that so many people that still play and are active grew to love. And my next step is, and this is gonna sound so counterintuitive, and y'all are probably gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Remove the world border. If people wanna make an isolationist team 200,000 blocks away from spawn, and that's their story, they should be allowed to do that. But they should need to make that travel if they wanna leave. And the same deal with stash houses. If somebody wants to make a stash house 500k from spawn, they should have that freedom, but they should have to work for it. They shouldn't be able to just hop on and on and trade everything. If I was the owner, I would be talking about implementing this as soon as I can. This could solve every major problem that Stonebox has. And this has the potential of completely reviving the server. And I really want it to be revived. I have put an entire year of my YouTube channel just for this shitty Minecraft server. And seeing it deteriorate from 250 active at one time to 0 concurrent players for a month has been the saddest downfall of anything I've ever witnessed. If you have any contributions to this or suggestions or feedback, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because I still care about this Minecraft server even though I don't play it anymore. And I would love to hear what you guys think, because I think we can all agree, no matter what we think about this situation, we can all agree that Stonebox deserves better and it deserves more. And for those that are wondering, no, this is not my final Stonebox video that I was talking about. I have one more that's still in the works. I just don't know when that's going to be done. It's a long video. But yeah, this has been one of my favorite videos that I've ever made, because it's on a topic that I feel so passionately about. And I really hope that these ideas are implemented, and I hope that they work. You know, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I've been BM Smiley, or Real Steel, or whatever the fuck you want to call me. And this has been the last Minecraft Stonebox update.